Hey everybody, welcome to Musical Mondays. I am on the move. I'm moving around because I'm getting ready for my recording sessions. So I'll try and stabilize the camera so I don't make you all sick moving around so much. Just bear with me. I will actually move the camera around a bit in this episode because I'm going to do a little show and tell, play a little music, do a little show and tell, and I'm just setting up stuff for my recording session. Thanks for joining tonight. Let's see here. Hey. There we go. And where's my other phone? Oh, I usually have two phones on the go here. In case I want to pop in any links into the chat. So anyway, I'll fuss around with that later, but let's get me doing a little bit of music here. I thought I would maybe play one of the songs that I'm going to record on the weekend and give you guys a little tour of my gig bag. And that involves moving around a bit because I'm not actually quite set up. Where is my guitar? 1 second. This is Kelly being in process, figuring out what I'm doing. So I've got this beautiful Danelectro 12 string that I love the jangle. So I want to get it plugged in. So to do that, I just need to go into my gig bag. And maybe I'll point the camera. For those of you who might be interested, let's see. Here's the dog bed. I'm just going to open up my gig bag here. Oh my gosh, this thing is heavy. So I take this suitcase with me, and it's got everything I could need in. It's got a stand, it's got extra power bars, got all my gear. So I'll go through that in a few minutes, but I just need a cord. I'm not going to use any effects tonight because I don't want to waste time doing that. So I can tell everything's a mess because I was in a rehearsal with my band a few weeks ago and had limited time to tear down our stuff at the rehearsal space. So I just threw everything in. So no judgment. Okay, so let's plug here. I'll show you my amp. I have this great little, where is it? Hey, thanks for joining. Oops. There we go. I have this great little amp. It's called a Takt, T-A-K-T. And it was made in the 70s by a company in Japan who made these great little amps, these great little tube amps. And I've been using this one I've been using it for 30 years. So it's a great little amp. I won't be using it on the recording this weekend. I'm going to borrow Jonathan, who's playing guitar on the recording. I'm going to borrow his Vox amp just to maximize the guitar jangle. There we go. So that'll be kind of fun. So here, let's just get plugged in here. Some volume. You guys hear that? Maybe give me a heart or say yes in the chat. If you can hear the guitar, I'm just going to tune quickly. So I said this episode was all about process of me getting ready. So here I am. This is some of the stuff I would be doing. Getting set. Okay, great, thanks. Getting set up and tuning and futzing around. Futzing around with this 12 string. Takes a couple minutes to tune it, but actually this guitar is pretty good once it's tuned. It stays in tune pretty well. And actually, I just realized I am going to put my capo on the 3rd fret, so I should be tuning with the capo on. Okay, let's do that again. So where's everybody joining from tonight? Are you in Canada? Are you in another country? If you're in Canada, what city are you in? Tell me in the chat. It'll take me a minute to... Okay, the US. Whereabouts in the US? So my last recording session of this magnitude was back in 2019. So I'm pretty excited to be headed back into the studio. Got a raft of new songs. Some of them were written and worked on in my weekly live stream over the last couple of years, so that's pretty fun. Oh my goodness, you are very sharp. Oh my God. What is happening here? There we go. My goodness. Not going to disclose that information. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So I'll be working with Sheldon Zaharko again, who I worked with on my last album. So I'm pretty excited. I love working with Sheldon. And we're recording in the Warehouse Studio in Gastown in Vancouver, and it's a studio owned by Canadian musician Brian Adams, and it's a fantastic space. It's a beautiful old heritage building that he's restored and turned into the Warehouse Studios, and it boasts one of the, I think, 3 Neve Air consoles, recording console, that are still in existence. All right, so this is one of the songs that we're gonna record. This is called Non-Fungible Love. Truth serum, fungi love, moist and breezy, hot and easy, picnic under the stars, spores instead of wars. If you jump through time, one day at a time, you will find the essence of our demise. power to describe this tingling up your spine. It's the evidence of our demise. There we go. That's one of the new ones. That's Non-Fungible Love. So, yeah, so that one, thank you. It's a bit of a chorusless song. There is a chorus of sorts that it's basically a one-line chorus and then an instrumental part, which I kind of love. So we're going to put the 12 string aside for a minute. Just let me turn the volume down over here. All right. And I'll get my acoustic out. And we won't plug this guy in. So that there'll be a vocal tag on that one. Yeah, thanks. I love the non-traditional arrangements too. I'm kind of into that myself. I love a song that goes in an unexpected direction. But there'll be a vocal tag at the end. And I didn't really do that tonight. It'll be something that I'll kind of create on the fly in the studio. I might get some other voices involved in that too. It'll be tons of fun. So the way we record with Sheldon at the Warehouse Studio is it's a live off the floor setup in this beautiful big room called Studio 2. It's this massive room that's brick and wood and just gorgeous. So there'll be 5 of us in the room recording live off the floor. I'll be in an isolation booth so that my singing doesn't bleed into, say, the drum mics or anything like that. But I just love the sound and the vibe and the energy that comes from that. And I'll give a plug for my Patreon, my subscription service, because I will share some behind the scenes footage from the studio and sneak peeks into the studio on my Patreon. I know some of you who are on the live stream tonight have already subscribed, and thank you so much. But if you want to subscribe, it's basically patreon.com/Kelly Fleming. And there's a free tier you can sign up for and get all kinds of goodies. So goodies coming your way on the subscription service. So this song is called Microdoses, and it's another one I worked on the live stream. I think I also promised some peeks at my notebook. So I have these writing notebooks that I use. Here's my most recent one. Often an octopus theme on the front. So the songs in my book go through various stages of completion. So let me see this. Let's find Microdoses, an earlier version of Microdoses. here we go. June of last year was when I started writing this one. So here you go. It's probably backwards, but you know, I just start fooling around. I write some chords down just so that I remember what my chord fingering was. Lyrics, scribbles, lots of scribbles. And oh, I had a vocal tag on this that I removed. I added a bridge instead. And then we fast forward to, oh, there's other little bits of lyric writing in here that I did along the way. There's September, and I remember I was I was looking for chords. I was still working out the chords. There's September. And then what I usually do just before I go into the studio is I do a clean version for myself that uses contrasting colors so I can see it. So I put that on a music stand in front of myself so I can read that really well. I do provide song sheets for my band, for my musicians. They get, I create like a Google Drive for them and put everything in there, including like rough recordings, like iPhone recordings and different recordings that we've done in rehearsal. So we get to hear the kind of progression of the song arrangement as it goes along. And and it's just really helpful when doing a new song. So everybody else gets like a typewritten version of my song. And, you know, I have access to those in the studio on my iPad, but I have to say I'm partial to using my notebook. There's just something about the vibe of it. I feel more connected to the song when I'm recording it, when I'm reading it from my own notebook and looking at my own handwriting. That's just me. There's just something about it that I like. So I usually do a clean version for myself of all the songs I'm recording. So I've got like every song that I'm doing here has a clean version in my notebook right now. And when I say clean, I don't mean that I've removed the swearing or anything like that, but it's just a nicely notated version for me that notes different arrangement notes too, like where the, you know, how many bars between verse and chorus, that kind of thing, any change ups and all of that. A tempo, just so that I can remember a tempo. So I write all of that down. So this is Microdoses. Hang on. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the lovely comments. Love that one too. I think it's going to be a huge sound. It's going to be a great one to do. I'm really looking forward to it. Have a couple of other singers coming in to work on something in that vocal tag there. The how do you feel? I kind of want it to be like a Greek chorus gone awry, and just these voices and this huge sound. So stay tuned for that. I'm really looking forward to how that all comes together. Yeah, so thank you for joining tonight. It was good for me to run through these songs again before I record them. I'll probably do it once or twice more this week, but yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to record. So I think I also promised a quick tour of my gig bag, so we can do that. Like a little 5-minute tour before I sign off. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in tonight. So let's see. So I did show you 2 guitars that I'll be using for the recording session. So I also have a little Rickenbacker John Lennon special 365, I guess. 365 John Lennon special. So that one will be used on a couple of the songs. But my gig bag, so I guess probably the most important piece. This, actually, I'm not sure if I'll use this. This chorus pedal was the bee sound that I got on my guitar on the original recording of Vanishing of Bees from my last album. So that one was great. A couple of extra pedals here. So my pedal board, I'll just give you a quick look at my pedal board. Here we go. For those of you who are guitar players or who are interested in this stuff. So the Electro Harmonix Oceans 11 reverb down here. This was the amazing reverb sound from my last album. I used this on See in Me. This album, I'll probably be using some chorus, definitely, and I'm not sure which chorus pedal I'll use. I have 3 of them because I love chorus so much, and some simple reverb. I'm not sure I'll do too much else. Some distortion. I've got a little mini Tube Screamer Classic here, and I've got a Mojo Mojo Overdrive and a $1 billion boost, a Dan Electro $1 billion boost. So I might be using some of that. I'll have to play around with sounds when I get there. But basically, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to show. So I'm packing all this up, and I got to make all my chords nice and tidy for the trip. So yeah, I think that's it for the show and tell for tonight. Thanks for joining, everybody, and yeah, join my Patreon, and you can get some peeks behind the scene and hear some little snippets of these songs as they come together with the band. I'm not sure if I'll be doing the live stream next Monday because I'll be traveling back from Vancouver that day. So I might be completely pooped, so we'll see. I will post on social media if I am going to do it. So hope you're all doing well, and stay well, and keep putting your beautiful energy and love out into the world, and I'll see you on the live stream next time. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for joining.